Dear students, good morning to one and all. Previous videos we are completed in this first year the unit diversity in the living world. In this previous videos are completed the first chapter the living world, the second chapter biological classification. Now today we are going to discuss about the third chapter, science of plants. Science of plants. Let us now discuss about the biology. Already the first video to be introduction to biological classification. Briefly discuss about the what is meaning of biology, how many branches are divided into biology, what is botany, what is zoology, who is father of biology, who is father of botany, who is father of zoology. So dear students, once again repeated to the what is meaning of biology. Biology means the study of living organisms is called biology, or the study of life forms and the living process is also called biology. In this biology is derived from two Greek words. The first Greek word bios means life. Second Greek word logos means study or discourse. In this biology is divided into two branches. They are namely first branch botany, second branch zoology. What is meaning of botany? The study of plants is called botany or phytology. The study of plants is called botany or phytology, and the study of animals is called zoology. Okay now? Who is father of biology? Aristotle. Aristotle is a father of biology. Who is father of botany? Theophrastus. Theophrastus is a father of botany. Who is father of zoology? Aristotle. Aristotle is a father of zoology. Okay now, this is clearly understood in introduction to biology. Now coming to the origin. Okay now, so what means birth of the botany. Birth of the botany. The study of plants is called botany. The word botany is derived from Greek words. Biology is derived from two Greek words. At the same, the word botany is derived from some Greek words. Okay now. So first Greek word bos. Bos means cattle. The second Greek word boskin means cattle feed. Okay now. Next coming to in this boskin gives rise to the form of botany. Form of botany. Botany means some of the herbs. Some of the herbs only. Next coming to this botany which changed in due course into botany. In due course into botany. First Greek word bos, second Greek word boske, third Greek word bote. Bos means cattle. Boske means cattle feed. After boske gives rise to in the form of botane. Botane means only herbs, some of the herbs. Then after botany is derived from the botany. Botany means all plants such as herbs, shrubs and also trees. This is a origin of botany. Now next coming to development of botany. So dear students, Assyrians and Egyptians 4000 BC, that is before Christian 4000 BC recorded information related to croplands and fruit trees in the form of pictures is called hieroglyphics. So first, the development of botany in 4000 BC, before Christian, especially Assyrians and Egyptians recorded information related to some croplands and fruit trees. Only some croplands and fruit trees in the form of pictures or diagrams. So in these pictures or in these diagrams are now called as hieroglyphics. Next coming to by 2500 BC, so the Chinese learned the cultivated in plants. How to cultivation of cropping plants by introduced by Chinese BC 2500. So here by 2500 BC the Chinese learned the cultivated in plants. So how to cultivating in the cropping plants? First to be introduced the Chinese by 2500 BC. Next coming to Atharvana Veda 2000 BC, you see a description of medicinal plants and their uses. Assyrians and Egyptians so recorded information in related of crop plants and fruit trees. In the form of pictures, that is called hieroglyphics. So by means 4000 BC, first to be introduced to some of the crop plants and fruit trees, and 2500 BC, first to be introduced to how to cultivate in crop plants. Next 2000 BC in Atharvana Veda to be described some of the medicinal plants, and in those medicinal plants how to using of medicinal plants in the economically purpose. So in this medicinal plants how to using in their economical purpose. Okay, now Atharvana Veda 2000 BC, you see a description of medicinal plants and their uses. So in this Atharvana Veda, and also mainly scientists are called here Parasara. So here next coming to Parasara, so 1300 BC wrote one book, especially in this book wrote only agriculture and weeds. So in this book are named as Krishi Parasaram. Krishi Parasaram only described about the agricultural plants and weeding plants. In this book wrote by Parasara in this 1300 BC. In this 1300 BC. Parasara 1300 BC wrote a one book. So in this book totally described about the agriculture plants and weeds, that is weeding plants. The book name Krishi Parasaram. And just coming to another book wrote a Parasara, that is he also wrote another book describing 14 types of forests. 14 types of forest, not only agricultural plants and weeding plants. Then after some time Parasara wrote another book totally 14 types of forest and the external and internal characters of plants. That is external and internal characters of medicinal plants is also. Not only agricultural plants, not only weeding plants. At the same time, Parasara wrote another book describing totally 14 types of forest, 14 types of forest and external and internal characters of plants and also medicinal plants. So totally described about one book. The book are named Vrikshayurveda. This book named as Vrikshayurveda. Okay now. He also wrote another book describing 14 types of forests and the external and internal characters of plants and also medicinal plants, that is Vrikshayurveda. So dear students, Parasara 1300 BC to be wrote two books. First book are here Krishi Parasaram, second book are here Vrikshayurveda. Krishi Parasaram to be described about agricultural plants and weeding plants. But Vrikshayurveda to be described about 14 types of forests and external and internal characters of plants and medicinal plants. And medicinal plants, that is Vrikshayurveda. This is very important here. And Parasara is also known as father of Indian botanist. Father of Indian botanist. Who is father of Indian botanist? That is named Parasara. Parasara. So he is father of botanist, that is Theophrastus worldwide. Generally, we is father of botanist Theophrastus. Okay, worldwide. But in India wide, we is father of Indian botanist, that is Parasara. Why? Because to be wrote two books. These two books are Krishi Parasara and Vrikshayurveda. Krishi Parasaram and Vrikshayurveda. So those two books to be detailed described about the agricultural plants, weeding plants and 14 types of forest plants and medicinal plants and also medicinal plants. So hence he is regarded he is a father of Indian botanist. Who is father of Indian botanist? Parasara. Who is father of botany? Theophrastus. Who is father of modern botanist? Carolus Maon Linnaeus. Carolus Maon Linnaeus. Don't confuse here, dear students. Who is father of Indian botanist? Parasara. Parasara is a father of Indian botanist. Who is father of botany? Theophrastus. Theophrastus is a father of botany. Who is father of modern botanist? Carolus Maon Linnaeus or Carl Maon Linnaeus is a father of modern botanist. Father of modern botanist. Next coming to Theophrastus 340 BC is regarded as father of botany. Theophrastus is regarded as a father of botany. Why? Because he described external and internal characters of 500 kinds of plants. Not only 100 kinds of plants, not only 200 kinds of plants, totally described about the 500 kinds of plants. External and internal characters is also. External characters such as plant root system, plant stem system, plant leaf characters. Internal characters is also TS of root, TS of stem, TS of leaf, that is transverse section of root, transverse section of stem, transverse section of leaf. plant leaf-like characters. Internal characters such as internally to be appeared, anatomically to be appeared, TS of root, transsection of root, TS of stem, transsection of stem, TS of leaf, transsection of leaf. That is dicotyledon and monocotyledon. Okay now. In his book De Historia Plantarum, in his book De Historia Plantarum, De Historia Plantarum to be totally described about the 500 kinds of external and internal characters of plants. Okay now. So De Historia Plantarum in this book wrote by Theophrastus. Theophrastus. Parasara wrote by two books. One is Krisi Parasaram, second one is Vrikshayurveda. Theophrastus wrote one book, that is De Historia Plantarum. De Historia Plantarum. And also Carolus von Linnaeus or Carl Linnaeus wrote some books, that is named Species Plantarum, Philosophia Botanica, Species Plantarum and Philosophia Botanica. Philosophia Botanica. Why? These three scientists are well known. So one is Parasara. So he is regarded as a father of Indian botanist. Another one is Theophrastus. He is regarded as a father of botany. Another one is Carolus von Linnaeus or Carl von Linnaeus. He is regarded as a father of modern botanist. Father of modern botanist. And just coming to another main scientists are here Greek philosophers such as Socrates, Plato and Aristotle. These three Greek scientists are very well famous now. So those are philosophers. Philosophers means all subjects including well-knowledge persons in all subjects including mathematics, science and sociology. Not only science, including all subjects, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology and also sociology. Evergreen members, evergreen, all subjects. So Greek philosophers such as Socrates, Plato and Aristotle contributed for the development of botany into a science. For the development of botany into a science, main Greek philosophers are here three members: Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. So Aristotle is considered as a father of biology as well as father of zoology. So dear students, modern technology are helped to biology to progress rapidly, such as centrifugation, chromatography and electrophoresis. Modern technology are helpful to biology to progress rapidly. So such as development of new techniques or new equipments, that is ultracentrifugation. This ultracentrifugation is always help in separate of cell organelles. Next one, chromatography. So this technique are help in separate of chemical compounds present in the living cells. Next one here, electrophoresis. So this technique are help in molecules or macromolecules may be separated in electrical fields if they are maybe changed in different extents. These three modern techniques are used in their biology purpose. And also modern technology and development of other branches, especially physics and chemistry, are now used as biology. So hence, if you now to be regarded in the golden era of biology. biology. Okay, now this is about the origin and development of botany. Okay, now thank you.